They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's Russell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall where they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Clapp.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Jackson will throw. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space. It's Joyner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Power football with the run. Inside the 45. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. The give on the option. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. The throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it. Yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They're going to run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Decimal meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. The 7.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept, and I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
It's Jennings. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's fourth and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Under fire. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's West. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Release to the back. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Steps away. He's gonna run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're gonna have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Davis. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No, At a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wiggins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he's like, hey, where's that dude at?
He lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Wiggins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. On target to the left. Touchdown, Red Raiders! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Used to play fake, now to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. There have been many days for the Razorbacks where big plays from the quarterback came by running like Matt Jones, but that was a beautiful throw.
Man, I played against Matt Jones. Played him in the SEC championship game my sophomore year. We beat him 30-3, by the way. Just side note, but just dynamic player. But you're right, always ground team, ground and pound. They got that ability to keep some balance. These teams can open up, and Arkansas can have great seasons.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that, that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Boise State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Joyner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jackson will throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it from the gun. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Joyner. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pocket breaking down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Under fire. Keeps looking downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off and another empty drive. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the...